Good morning, America. As we bask in the final warm days of summer, there's a familiar whisper on the wind, a slight crispness in the air that tells us a new season is just around the corner. That's right, it's time to start thinking about winter. And when we talk long range, one name always comes to mind: the Farmer's Almanac. For over 2 centuries, it's been the go-to guide for a sneak peek at the season ahead. That trusted friend you consult when deciding a new snowblower or just an extra pair of fuzzy socks. The 2025-26 edition is already making waves, promising a winter full of surprises. One of the biggest questions I get is, how on earth does the Farmer's Almanac make these predictions so far in advance? It's a great question, and the answer is as fascinating as the forecasts themselves. The Almanac doesn't use the high-tech computer models we meteorologists rely on. Instead, it uses a top-secret mathematical and astronomical formula. That formula dates back to founder David Young in 1818 and is guarded by the Almanac forecaster known as Caleb Weatherby. It looks at sunspots, the moon's tidal action, planetary positions, and other astronomical patterns. The core idea, the same forces that drive ocean tides, also influence the atmosphere. Cyclical rhythms you can study for long-range trends. Think of modern meteorology as a high-def snapshot for days ahead. The Almanac studies long-term cycles to forecast the overall mood of a season months in advance. It won't tell you if it snows on a specific Tuesday. It tells you if January will be colder and snowier than average. So why do so many people, from farmers and gardeners to city dwellers, trust a 200-year-old secret formula? The answer lies in one powerful word: tradition. The Almanac has been a constant presence long before weather apps existed, used for planting, harvesting, and preparing for the cold. Reading it connects generations. It hangs on kitchen hooks and sits on bedside tables, full of memories. Beyond nostalgia, its folksy tone, bold predictions, and practical advice make it a delightful, useful read. All right, folks, Northeast New England, listen up closely. The Farmer's Almanac has a very clear message. Get ready to shiver and shovel. The forecast for this region is one of the most intense, colder than normal and packed with above-average snowfall. The coldest periods hit mid to late January and carry through much of February. Expect polar vortex dips bringing Arctic air straight into the region. Boston, New York City, Philadelphia, more days where the temperature struggles to get above freezing. Interior Northeast, prolonged deep freeze. Ski resorts promising deep base. Coastal areas should watch for nor'easters in late January and February. Get your snowblower tuned, stock up on salt and sand, service your furnace, and check emergency kits. Nor'easters can cause outages. Now, let's turn our attention to the heartland. The Midwest looks like a tale of 2 winters. A real split, Upper Midwest and Great Lakes bearing the brunt. Areas further south and west face a more variable season. Lake effect snow machines will be in full force up north. The plains could see a wobbly storm track. Minneapolis, Chicago, Detroit brace for a long and formidable winter with early, persistent cold in January, February. Arctic air plunges south, bringing dangerous wind chills and sub-zero days. Persistent lake effect squalls could dump feet of snow downwind of the Great Lakes. It's great for winter recreation, ice fishing, snowmobiling, skiing, but central residents should be ready for heavy snow removal. Further south and west, Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, expect roller coaster swings with wintry mixes and ice risks. Prepare for treacherous travel and power outages. All right, y'all down south, don't think you're getting off easy this year. The Almanac predicts a surprisingly chilly, wet winter for the southeast, Carolinas, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi. Expect more nights requiring plant protection and pet care. Below normal temperatures at times. Florida, cooler and wetter than normal, especially North Florida. A concern for sensitive crops like citrus. Texas and the southern plains likely colder but drier overall. However, Arctic plunges can still cause dramatic cold snaps. Have an emergency plan. Heading out to the West Coast, the Farmer's Almanac paints a very active, stormy winter. Washington, Oregon, and Northern California. Wet, wet, wet. An active Pacific storm track likely fueled by a La Nina-like pattern. Expect atmospheric rivers to deliver large moisture surges, above average precipitation and strong windstorms. Mountains, Cascades, Northern Sierra, benefit with phenomenal snowpack. Fantastic for ski resorts and water supplies. Primary concerns: flooding, landslides, and mudslides, especially in burn-scarred areas and river valleys. California divides: northern CA wet, central and southern, likely near to drier than normal, though atmospheric rivers can still hit southern regions. Interior West, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Utah, Colorado. Cold and plentiful snowfall. Great for recreation and crucial for river basin replenishment. Review drainage, clear gutters, and stay aware of local advisories. Heavy rain and rapid snowmelt can quickly cause local hazards. Now that we've covered the weather, here are some fun almanac facts. The Best Days section uses moon and planetary positions to suggest ideal days for activities. Whether it's quitting a habit, going fishing, or planning a wedding, it gives quirky timing tips. The almanac loves weather folklore, woolly bear caterpillars, hornet nests, corn husks, all traditional signs. And of course, the secret formula, Caleb Weatherby, a tradition that adds mystique to the almanac. So there you have it, the Farmer's Almanac's forecast for winter 2025-26. A season of shivers for many, cold and snow in the north, a chill in the south, and a wet, wild west. Before the freeze, check for drafts, weather strip, and caulk to save on heating bills. Service your heating system, clean gutters to avoid ice dams, and tune snow equipment. For your car, good tread or winter tires, a strong battery, topped fluids, and a trunk emergency kit. A prepared home equals peace of mind. Stock up on supplies, plan cozy activities, and embrace winter's joys. Stay safe, stay warm, and embrace the chill. If you liked this breakdown, subscribe for updates and localized forecasts as winter approaches.